It's a little blurry how the whole thing started. I don't even really know what you intended. Thought that you were cute and you could make me jealous. Poured it down, so I poured it down. Next thing I know, I'm in a hotel with you. You were talking deep like it was mad love to you. You wanted my heart, but I just liked your tattoos. Poured it down, so I poured it down. And now I don't understand it. You don't mess with love, you mess with the truth. And I know I shouldn't say it, but my heart don't understand why I got you on my mind.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. The teams then, Cologne against Leipzig. Hit into the middle. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Cologne have a poor touch to thank for getting away with it.
Well, what can you say about that? It's difficult to know whether to criticise or sympathise. I'll favour the latter because we've all done it. You take your eye off the ball and everyone feels let down.
Tries to switch the play. Passes it through. Ball's gone out of play. And out to safety. Gets it back. Spoon forward. Get a throw in. Turns and goes back. Good strong hand by the keeper. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's gone for a throw-in. Herger. Aimed long and direct. Good idea, just poorly executed. Battles to win it back. Thrust towards the front line. Ball's out on the left now. Oh, glorious footwork! Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Lofted into the middle. That's well blocked and back out it comes. Corner then. They've played it short. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, the manager's surely got to look for one or two creative changes now. They need some service up front.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Into the channel, tries to pick out a teammate. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Danger averted for now. Pumps it upfield. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Boots it upfield. Out to the left it goes. Can he finish? And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gets it upfield. Who's going to make this theirs? It's come loose. Leipzig clung on for the 3 points in their last game. Positive results though, build momentum. Gets it back. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? And the counter is on. Now the cross. Keita. Leipzig go in search of their winner. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Puts it into the middle. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Pumps it upfield. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Oh, he's come flying in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Aimed in towards the centre. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Cologne have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the man...
And that's that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless.
Just admit it. See, I gave you faith, turned you down. All alone, and my joys turn them open. Tell me, where are you now that I need you? Where are you now? Where are you now that I need you? Couldn't find you anywhere. When you broke down, I didn't leave you. I was by your side. So where are you now that I need you?
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. Leipzig against Ingolstadt. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Good challenge, he just stood firm. shapes to shoot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, much more than a routine save for me, and yet he just coped with room to spare.
And the keeper's in command. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Promising cross. And back out it comes. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Pumps it into the area. Oh, not the best of headers.
Okay, they've got nothing to show for it, but that was a really incisive counter-attack, and it's hard to defend against that type of breakaway.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Crosses one in. Gets it back. Saved only by poor finishing. Made certain that won't get through. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a long forward pass. Still it on the right now. What's on? Gets it back. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Aimed in towards the centre. Lofted into the middle. And that should be the keeper's. There is the half-time whistle. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Leipzig have clearly identified that the right wing is their main supply route because of all the crosses delivered from that side. They may meet more resistance out there second half. They shouldn't have it as easy.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Coaxed out to the wing. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The idea was good though, Peter, and I like the run that triggered the pass, but the quality was the problem. Ingolstadt have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? He can get that clear. Leipzig look as though they're about to make a change. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Great leap! And he's there to hoof it away. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Looks to slip it through. Papadopoulos gets into the right position to intercept. Ingolstadt get themselves out of a self-dug hole.
Oh, that's very well played. What a good solid tackle that was. He knew his team were vulnerable then, and something had to be done. Great commitment.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Good clearance and very necessary.
Ingolstadt have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist. Good delivery, no joy.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Diving header! It's in!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
You know, it takes a lot of courage to do that, to throw yourself at the ball knowing you could catch a boot in the head. Well done, son.
Leipzig take what looks to be a decisive lead. Well, the final whistle. Well, it was tense to start with, but all smiles now. Deservedly, they are through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, the exercise here was totally focused on making round two, and while it may have been a bit tighter than they would have wanted, it's enough, and they can take that spirit and togetherness forward now and be a formidable opponent.